So guys, I did Expo. Did you guys enjoy it? I guess you guys are already caught up, but you know the legend of the signing of the wall, right? And how everyone was trying to get like higher and higher on the wall, and like people were using ladders and trying to like fight for supremacy. Not me. The first thing I said when I walked in, I said, how can I make this antagonistic? And it was on the fucking ground where everyone's walked on, and put my signature down at the bottom. Any battalion that wants to take a photo with my signature has to do the same thing I did. Also, I forgot my signature. And you know what the worst part is? I practice, but I'm not an artist, and I haven't used a pencil in probably 10,000 years. So doing my signature was like learning how to ride a bike again. The meet and greet was so great. I've done it once already, meet and greets, but it is just very much a very illuminating, kind of eye-opening experience. I got fan letters as well. And I said, why the fuck are these assholes giving me Christmas cards? Is this a joke? And I thought it was really funny, because I thought you guys were giving me Christmas cards, because there's a bunch of Christmas cards. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? Merry Christmas, ha ha ha. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, oh no, these were probably here since Christmas. And I'm like, oh, it's an Octavio joke, because it's March. No, it was actually probably Christmas. I opened those cards, and I read every single one of them. I wept like a fucking baby. I don't do that often. I've been emotionally compromised this entire trip. I am a vulnerable, weakened being walking around the streets of Japan. I've become soft. My hard, cold exterior has melted, and we just gotta build it back up, because next time I read one of those fan letters, I need to burn it or something, because for fuck's sake, it was very sweet. And I met the rest of Armis. I met Gold Bullet probably a previous 2 nights ago. And I arrived and everybody was having dinner. It was some kind of meat grilling thing. We were all drinking. Excuse me. We were all getting into the mindset to drink. I don't know if it was if it was Gold Bullet's first time having soju, but my god, when we met, I'm like, hey, hey, how are ya? We talked very briefly. I said, Gold Bullet, just drink that soju like a Diet Coke. And he's like, I don't feel anything. It tasted good. It was. I'm like, brother, you're give it 15 minutes, and lo and behold, I timed it like clockwork. I wouldn't say he was gone, but it felt like the first night when I blacked out. Like it was bad. No, I feel okay. No, you don't. Gold Bullet would always tell me I was dripped. He always made sure to jazz me up whenever I wore every day I tried to wear like my best outfits. That goes a long way to my ego. So thank you, Gold Bullet, for always riling me up every time I walked into a room. And then met Jurard. He tapped me on the shoulder and asked me, I think he probably couldn't see me either, and asked me, who I was. And I introduced myself, and I didn't know. I'm like, oh, is that Jurard? I couldn't really tell, and then he started speaking. He didn't even need to say his fucking name. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, Jurard, right. Yes, that's Jurard. Jurard, despite the loud exterior, very sweet guy. I didn't get to talk to him too much. I never got to have a drink with Jurard. Octavio as well. Octavio, he introduced himself to me. Very sweet. I went to dinner with him. They're good boys. They're good boys. It was good meeting them. I also met the JP Senpai. Every single one of them was so goddamn sweet. I think the one that was really like, that one that made me like, I was talking to them, I'm like, oh man, they are just a joy, was I met Fuma Senpai. He said I was sexy, which just pretty much made my year, which is crazy because I got a Fuma keychain from the fucking gachapon. I think I met nearly all the JP Senpai. I met them all. They do so much, and I have only the utmost respect for them. And if it could even be said, I have more respect for them, even more respect than I originally did meeting them and kind of seeing them in person. Because when you meet people, it does put a lot of things in a different light. It's an honor to have met them, truly, and to be alongside them in this kind of environment and journey. But yeah, everybody was doing well, except for Jurard, I guess, who had like pancreatitis, but I think it was something else, right? It was like fucking gallbladder stones. What do you have? I really felt for Jurard. And I felt terrible because, you know, he was describing what was happening, and the only thing that he could do is guess and predict and maybe just, you know, what could it be? Oh, is it this? Maybe it's this. Oh, do I have to get surgery? You know, what could this thing be? I was worried about him. He said he wasn't feeling very good. Not to downplay anything, but you know, that was the last time I saw him. It was my one senpai sense to activate because I wanted him to be like comfortable. I don't know what I said to him. You told me die. Well, that's what.
And one of the funniest things was like, Hako was there like trying to like reaffirm me, right? Like reassure me that everything's gonna be okay. But Bettel and Axel, they were doing the complete opposite. They were like, "Oh man, if I look up the symptoms right now, dude, you're gonna fucking die." You know?
Did I tell me die? I don't remember that, but at the same time, that sounds just outlandishly like. I mean, it sounds on brand. I remember I was with Axel as well. Hey yo, you die! I don't know. Maybe Axel did it. It sounds like Axel. No, Axel said he had a tapeworm. Axel's like, well, maybe if you, hey yo, if you ate it's a tapeworm in your brain, or something. Fucking Axel, that guy's a moron sometimes. Yeah, all in all, as a recap, Expo was excellent. I hope I can attend the next one. I love seeing everybody. I love seeing my senpai, and I love being a part of all this. You know, just to briefly be sentimental and briefly tell the truth. I do love being a part of all this, and it did really show what we're doing here. It's broadened horizons in a lot of ways, and you know, if it never really shows, who knows? But it's very encouraging, and it makes you hungry for more, you know. And in a lot of ways, I was like looking around, like I'm not doing enough. And being gone for so long, you know, being gone for those 2 months, I'm like, I gotta do more, because I'm not looking to leave it anytime soon. So I definitely want to see where we can go. Shinri mentions the same thing. I talked to Shinri. Yeah, he and I were kind of on the same page. We're both like, you know, let's take this all the way. And I'm excited for the future. Truly, I think I got too comfortable in some ways, and I definitely want to hit this head on. You know, it was wonderful seeing everybody at Expo. Your support means the world to me. I wish I could express it in a better way, but that's kind of it for me.